matchup right here between the two clear power players on the college football landscape. Extra intensity and intrigue when the Big Ten collides with the SEC. Welcome to the old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Gators will kick this away to start us off. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. The Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. And this is going to be a tremendous showdown. Strength versus strength. This quarterback's having a monster year, but this is a high-powered defense, the best he's seen. Can't wait to see what happens, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be what you really hope to see is this quarterback who can do it all. Can he deal with the intense pressure that this defense is going to put on him? Talking to the defensive coordinator this week, they feel that they can really rattle the quarterback by putting a lot of pressure on him, giving him a lot of different looks. Let's see how it plays out. Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And now the handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Dropping back, it's saying. Deep shot, but he paid for it. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Good pass to the flat to a receiver. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Slides the quick throw. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Florida's offense gets their first crack now. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing.
It seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's in the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
1st and 10 play coming up. And they hand it off to the back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On the run, it's Jackson. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Hand off to the fullback. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. That gets into action with the carry. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on 4th down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute, pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks. But not this guy. They just line up, run the ball, and pick it up.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
He just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The field goal is good. And we're all tied up now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Sayin. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Here's the second down play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. With the catch, it's Smith. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Defense is coming after him. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Throwing off play action. On the move now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. Gets the first and still running. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Can he make it to the marker? They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
First down and 10 now. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
Look at a pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Tight end makes the grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Try and muscle for the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Gators. That's how you finish a play. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? To the air, it's Sayin. Makes a quick grab.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. That's caught. It's Tate. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
It's a run to the left. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Tate. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
To throw, it's Sayin. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. First down. Looking to throw the football. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Short pass finds the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Lagway. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. And sack sets up second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's looking to scramble.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on third down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down and 10. Option look. It's saying they'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. We'll try to convert with a keeper. He's got room to run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Back to throw. It's Sayan. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. Makes it look easy.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. First play of the second half is a handoff. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Oh, and he can't hold on. First down screen is incomplete.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Webb. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed with the defense flying to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Here he goes. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
They bring him down just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's a carry for the fullback. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense not pressing this time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Catch made by the tight end. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Play action here on first down. Swarm with the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal, and now it's third and goal for the offense.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped at fourth down and it ended up costing them a field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
Now it's second down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. The pickup is 6. Makes it third down and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Third down after that running play. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
And the Gators are looking to keep this drive going. He hands it off from the gun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Picks up the first and is still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
They're going to run it. Powering through the defender.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes off in a bootleg. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Florida 20, Ohio State 9.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
We'll see if the offense. Overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. On the run here. Lets it go. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Number 42, on to punt it away.
They bring down the return on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To the air. It's Lagway. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The Gators pick up enough for a 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. The sure hands. It's Wilson. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. You get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Leaning on the run game here late. And he stopped very close to the marker. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and inches. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. They feed the fullback this time. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. breaks into the clear. Putting toward the end zone. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. They call it counter play here. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. He'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a third down play? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Dropping back. It's Sayin. He's running out of time here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Pass complete on the crosser. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They're going to chuck it again. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the catch downfield. In the clear at the 25. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Looking downfield, it's Sayin, bringing pressure. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. like they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery.
Boys, a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond.